Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody, on a Monday night, man? It's the Sports Chasers Podcast. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Monday to you. When you see this video, man, this video is not being recorded live, man. But, hey, we're here to talk about some WNBA tonight. Hey, we're going to start a new thing here. We're going to attempt to give you some content every day this week. Try some new things out. It's not going to be long. We will have our Thursday night show, of course, 7:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time. But we're going to try something this week. Talk maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes top. I think this topic we might be a little bit underneath the hour. The WNBA. Shout out to the WNBA. Hey, we're going to get into it. But the ladies, this is how you play an All-Star game. With that said, let me introduce the crew. D-Dubs, what's up, bro? How are you?
What's up, fam? What's up? What's up, Sports Chasers Podcast? We're doing it Monday. Hey, gotcha. Man, yeah, that was a game, but go ahead.
Game. We'll get into it in a minute. Dan K, the hockey dude. Dan, what's up? What's up, Dan?
Good evening, fellas. What's up?
What up, Danny?
I got you, Dan. Dan, all sleepy eye, but Dan is here. Thank you, Dan.
It's all good.
Doing this thing. And we got the DA. I'm telling you, man, y'all got to be with us sometimes when we have some pre-show talks.
From South Sudan. You know where I'm coming from, baby.
Nope.
I just got here from South Sudan. Me and my dudes. Yeah, we here.
The men's team almost got by Germany today. So
yeah. I guess what's my man Joel Embiid? There's just a bunch of names up here.
He's gonna rotate back from Cameroon next week.
Yo, they might ship Joel out of there, boy. But
that food, that he ain't getting that African food over there. They got hamburgers and shit.
Man, y'all are funny. Let me read this call to action real quick. Join the Sports Chase.
Right, let's go.
Join the chase at Sports Chasers Podcast. Looking at for the ultimate sports from fan destination. Visit the Sports Chasers Podcast at sportschaserspodcast.net. Explore our podcast episodes. Dive into our YouTube channel. Read engaging blogs and subscribe to our newsletter. Game on. Connect with us on all our social media platforms and stay updated with the latest in sports. Join us at the Sports Chasers Podcast, where the sports fans HQ, don't just watch sports, join the chase. That's our call for action for tonight. Let's dive into the WNBA. What you said? Oh, that said something, D. You said something. Hey, the WNBA. Okay, the WNBA All-Star Game was on this past Saturday. Very entertaining game. The WNBA All-Stars beat the Team USA women's team 117-109. Hey, and as I was talking to the guys throughout the weekend, hey, I got a new fan. I'm a fan of Arike Ogunbowale. She didn't score no points in the first half, and she went on a tear, scoring 34 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. She was the game's MVP. Definitely did her thing. I'll pass it to D-Dubs. Hey, and like I said earlier, all you other All-Star teams, All-Star games, NBA especially, I might want to take a note from here because they put on a show. They put on a competitive show. This was from whistle to whistle. I'll give it to D-Dubs. Go ahead, bro.
94 feet.
Yeah. They started off the rip from the game, from the tip of from the ball tip. They was playing. I mean, they was D'ing up. They was playing. It was very competitive, and like we was talking earlier, the rest of these All-Star games need really, especially the NBA, really need the men's. Anyway, the men's need to be really, really ashamed of themselves, because if we could get quality basketball from the ladies, I expect even more from you men. And I mean, I was just thoroughly entertained. I'm gonna start there. I'm not even gonna go too hard I'm just saying, the entertainment, the drive, they wanted to play. The rookies, those two rookie ladies. Hey, man, what can you say? They are as advertised, and it seems like the WNBA look like it's trending. It's definitely trending up. They're in good hands. Arike, what's her name? Ogunbowale.
Yes.
Yo,
Yeah.
I got introduced to her that night, and now everybody's been telling me that she's on a bad team, so she plays with Dallas.
Yeah.
And Dallas Wings. So, some may already know her. It's new to me, but she balled out, man. I mean, believe like 5 threes, second half. I mean, it was crazy. She deserved everything of MVP, and probably should be on Team USA. But that's a whole nother story. I won't let you tap into that, but we'll let the other guys get in. Hey, Danny, me and you talked early Sunday. We was going back and forth for how much we enjoyed the game. I'll let you go ahead and get it. Have at it.
Oh, yeah. Like, first of all, let's not get it twisted. This is an Olympic year, and that is why this game was as good as it was, because they played the Olympic team against the All-Star team. Now, if it's regular All-Star game, I saw some interviews after the game with Brianna and Asia Wilson. They asked about if they should play defense like this in all the All-Star games, and they were like, no. But that being said, this is what all fans, doesn't matter what sport you love, it could be football, baseball, basketball, hockey, underwater basket weaving, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the All-Star game, you don't want to see the stuff that we've been seeing from all these leagues the last 3 to 5 years. This is what we want to see. And I get it. They don't want to get hurt, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, this game was freaking awesome. Like, I know, DW are like, yeah, you got introduced to that girl. Well, if you watch the regular NBA season, just the other night, Dallas played the Fever, and that girl was driving the lane, like top of the free throw line, got the ball knocked out of her hand, had to turn her back to the hoop, grab it, and turn around and just shoot it towards the rim.
Got it.
That ball was that far off her fingertips when the backboard lit up for the shot clock violation, and this thing took forever, and you could hear the snap of the net when that thing went through, and I was like, damn, this girl can ball. Like, and she did that all night long against the Fever. So to see her come out and do this in the All-Star game was absolutely awesome. And like it was funny because, like I said, they had Cheryl Miller as the coach, and she called her out at halftime. Like, I don't know if you watched the MVP presentation, where all the girls were behind her, and they all went
almost a woosah moment.
Well, that's what Cheryl told her at halftime in front of all of them. She's like, take a deep breath, play your game. And then she went out and scored 21 in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And what I thought was really cool is she started lighting it up, and they had Clark at the sports table. And Clark's like, yo, there ain't no way I'm taking her out the game. She walked back down the sideline and told Cheryl, she goes, I'm going to watch from over here. She's cooking.
She's cooking, man. She was definitely.
Listen.
But,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, all things said, though, Clark, she didn't light it up on the scoreboard, but she had 10 assists and 4 points. Couple of beautiful assists. And one was it Jonquel Jones down the middle? It was like a quarterback. Touch pass. And then the other one to Leah Boston on the pick and roll. High, like they were out high, too. And it was funny because as soon as she threw that pass to Jones, Jonquel Jones turned and looked at her like, woo, like, nice pass. And then
makes a good pass.
That makes a special player. I mean, you don't have to light it up and score it. She could do other things, and she's definitely.
Let's put it this way: if you look at the stats, there ain't a person that has more than 3 assists on Team USA in that game. You don't think they missed 10 assists? But even Angel, and here's the thing. I know that a lot of this stuff is probably just drummed up bullshit to get people interested in what's going on. But like Angel and Caitlin playing together was awesome, and
Oh,
you could see how they were pulling for each other. You know, Caitlin fed her on a nice pass underneath the hoop for a layup, and you know, and the other cool thing I saw was you know, and that's why I said, like, I don't think Angel is a bad person at all. I just think it's the persona or whatever to get the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a little girl was there. It had, because she likes Reese's Pieces. She had a sign that had the entire outside of the sign with Reese's Pieces. I'll trade you all these for her shoes, and she just gave her the shoes.
Gave her shoes, yeah.
Wow.
Which was awesome. She made that kid's day. Made probably pay her a week, month, summer, whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what's cool about, you know, the majority of the professional athletes is they get it. They've been that little kid, and you know, they give back, which was awesome. But that whole game, that whole weekend, you know, I only got to see a little bit of the skills challenge. You know, not a whole lot of it, but the game itself was awesome.
Oh yeah.
I
It's funny you said
that. You said that about the skills challenge. The guys told me, especially Mills, told me, "Relax, Captain." Because I said, "Yo, where is Cece? Where my girl Cece?" And it was like, "Yeah, well, whatever. I got my cape on, right? That's fine. Me and Dan got our cape on. That's fine." And Mills was like, "Hey, relax, Captain. She's played like 1 million games. She'll be back there next year." And DA told me the same thing.
I've been saying that since we got there, that she's tired. But great game. It goes back to points I think we've all made for years, that, you know, sports is only riveting because it is competition. Because it is this, you know, hard, and there's something at the end that is worth going hard out of sports. They don't love sports to see Steph Curry lay on the ground while Giannis dunks. So that's not want to see competition. Now, as far as the women's game, that's how they do. They go hard. They play hard. Now, this is a little bit, as Dan said, more intense. But, you know, Arike, that's just how she do. That's what she did to win the national championship in Notre Dame. She just got hot that game, and there was nothing UConn could do. It was a wrap. She just got hot, and there was nothing they could do. I watched that game like, damn, you know. But NECA did good. You know, Caitlin had her 10 assists. Kelsey had 13. Alicia Gray, of course, had us 16. And Angel had her, you know, 12 points, 11 rebounds. So I think for both of those girls, statistically, I think Team USA probably would have liked to have them, right? So, but, you know, Aja Wilson is a monster. Stewie had 31 and didn't play a good game.
No.
Tarasi had 14, didn't play a great game. Brittany, Darryl girl, BG had 10.
Pops.
Kelsey had 9. So, you know, it was a good game because of the competition. Right. My thing is that I think, and I would hope, that we as fans vote with our dollars and say, yo, man, you know, if you're not doing this, then I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not sure why I should be paying extra money to see something when you guys aren't even going hard. And you guys don't care. You're not doing anything. Like, what's my motivation? So my hope is that people see it and they understand what's going on, and maybe, just maybe, if they take the words of, you know, and I don't think he by any means is a great commissioner, but Silver has put it down and say, listen, guys, we need more competition in that game, period. Mm-hmm. We need that, right? And as fans of all sports, we say, F that. We need that in every game. Because, yeah, the defense is not the same as this for the WNBA in every game, but the reality is that it is a rough and tumble league, and they do go hard. And, you know, people do hit the ground, and there are hard fouls. And, you know, I'm not saying I want to see us beat Isaiah Thomas up anymore. I got to say to Kev with the Knicks, but, yeah, that is how we know that you're going hard, right? I don't know that you're going hard when Luka shoots it and comes back and then doesn't play any D. Like, that's not going hard to me. Because the hard part is the defensive part. But again, I digress. I think it was a great game. I think the women are playing well, and they have a lot more skill. My son is not on, but I can tell you factually, as Dorian worked to get his Division I scholarship, he didn't watch men's basketball. He watched UConn almost exclusively. Why? Because he wasn't a high riser, and those women play under the rim. And if you want to learn how to play, watch them, especially if you're not an athletic guy.
Well, they fundamentally they do a lot of things right. Fundamentally,
Yeah, they are. That's why a lot of men watch the women's game, because they see things that, in reality they can't do. Because and I know Kev hates this dude, but and sometimes I do too. So he's hot and cold with me. But like Gilbert Arenas said, man, there's no being. Mike had a 50-inch vertical. Ain't nobody being like Mike.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's impossible. So the reality is that, if you're an under the room dude coming up, watching the game, and you better watch some girls play. That footwork coming off that pick and roll, instead of seeing the crap we see now. And now, we'll talk basketball, some men's basketball, but I got my, y'all know I got my issues with a lot of dudes that they say are good now. I don't really believe it's good. So, but yeah, the girls are all good. And I love the fact that the league is growing and we're living in a good time, gentlemen, because we're about to see something that we haven't seen since 1980 or 90, where a league just exploded. Like this is real talk right now. So yeah, I'm excited to see it and see where it goes.
Go ahead, with you on that. No, agree. I totally agree with him on that. I mean, this is definitely a Magic and Bird type deal where the league just took off. Also, I want to shout out Alicia Gray. She won the All-Star was the challenge in the 3-point contest, in the skills challenge, I believe that's what it was. She had a good weekend this weekend, so shout outs to her. Also,
I think like the DA just alluded to about, this league is on its up and up, because somebody's gonna say, I hopefully y'all don't say it. Oh, but where was y'all the last 5 years? I wasn't watching. Y'all wasn't interested. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think we've been very transparent, and I know I've been.
Yes, I know.
I ain't gonna front. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Only one on this show is the angry one, and especially our NBA insider and contributor, Ryan.
And
Dan too. I gotta give it to Dan. I wasn't. And how could you be? I'm just letting you know, I was not dialed in.
No.
Yes, with the sports chasers.
I watched. I watched the trips. I only watched the college trips. Didn't watch none of the college trips.
Yeah, I watched the ladies.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch the pros.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. So let's get back to the positive thing, because I always like to go to the positives, just reflecting on that. I am glad this is happening. The guy, like I said, the DA, he calls me, what did he say? Caping for Caitlin?
Caping for Caitlin. That's good.
I should. My name should be L, Cal L, because I should have a cape on for Caitlin.
Yeah. You caping for Caitlin.
But that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that has added some eyeballs, as Dan always says. You just want eyeballs to be on your podcast.
What I believe is, wait till after this freaking break and Caitlin gets a nap.
Ooh. Oh, it's on.
Gets her legs on. Things are going to be a lot different afterwards, because she knows the game. She knows the speed of the game. The turnovers are going to come down because she knows her team better, right? So the turnovers will come down, and her shot will be better because she'll have more legs to get into her shot. Now, that said, everybody else is going to get a break too. So my thing is step your game up. Everybody, step your game up. Step your game up. Step your game up. Let me ask a question, fellas. So do you guys think, and I say no, but I think this is a possibility, that they include the men in the women's skills contest, like, 3 points against 3-pointers and things that, I doubt it. But yeah, I mean, because again, Dan said something that is really something to think about, guys. This is an Olympic year, and it went this way because it was an Olympic year. how do we keep it this way when it's not an Olympic year? And I think that should be like job one of the folks in charge at the WNBA. Like, how do we, what do we do? Do we do it against an international
how to
team
keep the
every
momentum
year, or
going?
what do we do?
How to keep the game competitive. And
intensity has to be there, man.
And here's the thing, though. This is a unique situation. And shout out to Arike. This is the second time that they've done this, where the All-Stars played the USA team. I think it was it 2020, 2021, and 21
when it was in Japan.
And she did the same shit. She got left off the team, and then she balled out in the All-Star game and won the All-Star MVP. So she got two All-Star MVPs, and both times against the USA team, the supposed best team.
Right.
But here's the issue, right? So just like any of the other major professional sports, they've all tried to do something to keep the intensity, right, of the All-Star game up. Baseball used to be what? Whoever won whatever league won the World Series had the home advantage.
Right.
They got the 4 games, whatever.
Yeah, Mike Greenberg.
And I think there really isn't anything they can do, unfortunately, unless they do take the vets of the WNBA and put them on one team, and then put the young guns on another team. And even still, they're still not going to play defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NBA did that with the
I was going to say,
the
go ahead,
rookies, and they had the second year guys. Like the NBA had the rookies against the NBA, the second year guys. My thing is this, man, and I know what to do. They're just not willing to do it because those people, in total, have been legislated out the game, and those are goons. You need goons. Goons are good for sports. You got to have somebody hit somebody and not care about the foul. Nothing makes you work harder than somebody coming up across your face.
What during the All-Star game?
Yeah. You gotta have goons.
Nah, dog. I'm already got these people talking about what if I get hurt? What if I
that's the biggest issue.
That's the biggest issue. People don't want to get hurt.
Guess what?
Aubrey Plaza got hurt. She tore her ACL yesterday for the women's.
Guess what? So what are we gonna do? Not play? You can do like the NFL.
I got what you said.
Okay, we don't want to play and get hurt. So you know what the NFL did? No game.
Well, no, they actually flag football now, as we said.
That's your alternative.
And
that's your alternative.
Listen, I'm not opposed to that either. If we're not going to have a real game like we just seen on Saturday night, if we're not going to see that, then I'm not going to come. I'm not going to watch.
Just pick your All-Star game.
How do we get that?
Just pick your players who you think are the All-Stars and go about your way. Because if we're not going to get what we seen Saturday night, I'm not coming.
Oh, I'm not watching.
Then based on what Dan's saying, then we not coming. Because Dan said we not going to get that no more. Saying,
and he's absolutely right.
3 more years.
Say it again, Dan. I'm sorry.
You're not going to get that for 3 more years.
Yeah.
The only way that you're going to get that game the way it is, and there has to be some sort of Bill Gates type of person to say, you know what, the winning team, there's 12 on a team. We're going to give 12 million to the winning team. That way, all players get a minimum. But you're going to get them to play. They're going to play.
That is not hard. That is what I said for the NBA. Because Kev said
that's what I'm saying.
Kev said to me about an hour ago. He said, "All right, money." I said, "Yeah, that's you say you got money. They don't care. The dog. Everybody want more." Kevin said, "Yo, everybody wants more money. That's what rich people want. More money. If you got money, you want more."
Yeah, but look at what the league is making. That's a shit ton of money. That's like,
oh hell yeah,
that's like 10 years for Kate and Clark's salary.
So why can't
she's only making $78,000 a year?
So why
salary.
can't we do that? Yeah, why can't we do that with the knowledge that we have of all the influx of, not talking about the individual player money that the league has said that they're on right now, 25 billion or whatever it was. Listen, you can't give out 12 million to your players? Man, listen, I'll change this whole shit up, B. Right? I'd pay the girls to win because that's what you need to do. I'll go to the NBA and I'll say, listen, man, I want them crazy dunking dudes that don't even play basketball, can't dribble, but jump. Listen, man, it's $1 million pot. You got to have some pride. We got to do something because we need you to play. I need you to play.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Or
I mean,
we're going to do like football.
I think a boatload of money will be good for the WNBA, but after a certain period, just like the NBA, I mean, what amount? They already getting a lot of money.
Yeah, well, then what's the next motivation?
What's the next motivation for them?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Now, then that's a personality thing.
You know what I'm saying?
In all sports, it's just the way. I'm not going to say the way kids are, but listen, because Michael Jordan, those guys made money. And you know what it was? Pride.
Personal pride. I can't. Well, D, I can't make you have more.
I can't make
pride.
you have personal.
I can't
pride.
make you have personal pride.
You
either
want to participate and do well and not get embarrassed, or. But this is the thing. We always say vote for your dollars. A lot of people have not been tired enough of going to NBA week, NBA weekend and not showing up, because the last couple, I haven't really watched no NBA All-Star game in a couple of years because it's been trash. It's been ultimate trash.
And listen, on Saturday night, I was prepared. I said, listen, if this game starts off trash, I was prepared to turn it off. I really was. But they shocked me. They actually literally shocked me and played a absolutely flawless, fantastic game. So it kept me engaged. But I was prepared to turn it off. Go ahead, Cal.
I didn't even get a chance to watch the game real time. I actually was at an event, and the next day I actually watched the game from Wired. That's about it. Because I was prepared to watch it. Now, if y'all all said to me, yo, that was trash, I probably would have just watched the YouTube highlights and went on about my life, and went on about my business. So, but kudos to the ladies for putting on a show, because that's what you want, right? You want a show, you want competition. I got my two boxing dudes on here. That's all they've been saying the last couple of months. Hey, competition and box. I need you to at least box.
Lomachenko, you whack for that. What you just did, man. Me and D will talk about that. Lomachenko, cut it out, bro. Cut it out, man.
Like,
yo, you don't feel like
quit.
Yeah, I don't feel like it. I'll see you next year. Oh no, I'm not.
Quit.
It's July.
Quit.
I want to
Q-U-I-T, not quiet, not Q-U-O-T, quote. Q-U-I-T. Quit. Just quit. Because you, as a boxer, UFC, should always be packed out. Because, like I said, if you look at our screen now, and Kevin is baseball, and Daryl's football, I'm basketball, and Dan is hockey, if you put a boxing ring in the middle of all four of us, we're all leaving what we're doing to watch the boxing, because it's competition.
Supposed to be anyway.
It's competition. It's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, and that's my issue. I would like to know what we can do. And Dan brought it up, so it's Dan's fault. Like, he didn't bring it up as a bad way, but he's just stating the fact. Hey, man, we're not going to see this again because it's the Olympics. I'm like, Dan, what the hell do we do? What can we do? And there may not be anything. But then sports is doomed.
But that's what I think the problem is, though. There's so much emphasis on, the season and playoffs and, winning the championship that when it doesn't matter the sport, when it comes to these All-Star games, doesn't matter what genre it is, it's nobody's going hard. And you understand why. It's like this game means absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get hurt, that's going to kill my team's chances the rest of the season to get to the ultimate goal. The reason why we played this game since we were kids is to live said trophy, whichever sport. And I get it, and we all get it. But at the same time, you know, like Kev said, that NBA All-Star Game, wow,
Unwatchable.
I mean,
But
play a game of fucking horse, because that game is terrible.
May I ask a question? So, can I get it but not agree with it? Because I grew up watching dudes. Yes, man. Like, I'm not saying that dudes in the All-Star
So
game.
you want Pete Rose to knock out Ray Foster?
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying, right? That's that. But what I'm saying is that there was a time in the NBA when dudes went hard. Yeah, there was some Showtime, and there was a little thing of Dr. J do his thing.
Okay.
But,
Let me ask you this question, though. In that time that said players were going hard,
not super hard,
but what was the money that they were making? They
wasn't making no money.
The more money, the less competition.
Well, fuck it. We got to fix it.
Don't fuck with my dollars. It's my contract here. There's a gamut of problems. But when the games used to be good, they weren't making gazillion dollars.
And that's a fact.
If we could sell, you're right, Darren. But if we could sell, right, a in-season tournament, that means absolutely nothing.
Whoever bought that is crazy. In-season tournament, yeah, that was just a bunch of games that didn't matter. Did somebody hang a championship, banner on the rooftop?
So I'm asking. So if we could sell the public that bullshit, why can't we sell them playing some fucking defense?
Because nobody bought the first part. Nobody bought that in-season crap.
I don't think so.
The trophy.
I
didn't see a game. So
let me before we get out of here.
The only thing that was nice about that is they changed up the courts to those crazy styles, and that was pretty cool. Other than that, didn't give a shit.
Nope. And who won this first year's in-season tournament for the NBA? Oh, I forgot. They hung the banner.
A bubble?
Yeah. They hung the banner. Let me
Bubblelicious 2 times.
Let me ask this before we get out of here. What's next for these ladies, the NBA? What do y'all think this season will bring?
Now be good.
Hopefully good playoffs. I mean, I'm about what is this? This is August. They got they got the whole month of August to play.
I think they return.
They got 2 weeks off.
15th or 16th.
Yeah, they got 2 weeks off, man. They're gonna relax for a minute. And they're gonna come back and energize, man.
Yeah, I'm just expecting good basketball, good playoff stretch. And you're the best team is New York, the Liberty, and with the Aces. Is that correct? So just expecting good game. Good games down the stretch.
Next question I had before I get out of here. Any vindication for any of those ladies for not being picked on the Olympic squad?
They've been showing that all year.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, they said they're not ready. They're not ready. Yeah, those 2 dinosaurs that are on the team aren't ready.
I think we tried to tell them.
They got ran out the fucking gym on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
That All-Star team ran that team out the building.
Dan is my representative tonight. Thank you. We are part of the CC attorney.
CC and AR attorneys.
CCAR.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hold on, DA. I'll let you get in. I'm just saying. I was like, man, okay. Why we didn't put these ladies on here? And I get it. Even Arike, she said this in an interview. I have, like I said, she's got a new fan of me. How she handled even the press conference, even saying that. She said basically it was all politics and
the vibe.
Yeah. And I'm not going. And she said, I'm not going to give my time to something that I already know the
what
fix
time
is
it
in.
is. Yes.
And I know the time. Pretty much. I mean, we've done that. You've done that at your job. If you already know the fix is in, I'm not going to participate.
I'm not participating in it. That is 1,000%. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with her. And we all know, man, the politics in that USA basketball is just different BS on both sides.
I mean, they even explained to me the NBA side with Jaylen Brown. I didn't even know that the whole Nike, Adidas, whatever it is. If you want to go,
that was real back in when Mike was playing. Mike, they had Reebok. Mike covered it up because he was
yes,
Nike
I remember with the flag. Yes,
yeah, remember.
Yep.
So it's a lot of stuff to that.
Man. But for the country, I believe, even without those stars on the team, 3 superstars that they're missing, they'll probably still win, bring home a gold, and then next time around, these girls will be it for the next few Olympics and World Cup next year. I think that they all, especially the 2 rookies, look forward to the rest. I
think
that's a fact. Part shots before we get out of here. D-Dubs, what you got?
Yo, great show as always, man. Look forward to this, man. Sports Chasers fans, you should see more of this throughout the course of the year. So, just be on the lookout for that. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Gotcha. Appreciate that. Dan?
Great show.
Dan still
missed
sleep.
the other fellas.
I know.
It was
Starbucks for him.
Oh, it was a rough weekend.
Starbucks run.
Don't get daycare was rough this weekend. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking. Great show. I miss Mikey and Ryan and Eric, but I think the second half of the season should turn out to be one that they can grow the fan base off, because I think it's going to be a bunch of teams. There's only 144 spots, and all these girls can ball. And I think that as this season goes, and Indiana's figuring out their stuff, some of these other teams, and I'm interested. I don't know what the trade deadline is, but I'm interested in see. I know the Mabry girl got moved from Chicago to Connecticut before the All-Star game,
and there was some talk about that too. Yes,
yeah, but I'm just interested to see if any some sports, at the trade deadline, nothing really happens, or other sports, a lot of people move. So I'm looking to see if any teams make that move to try to bolster their team a little bit. Maybe somebody teams that are dealing with injuries, but I'm looking for a good end of this season. And being able to talk some nonsense with Ryan about some certain things.
Yeah.
No doubt. The DA, what you got for us, bro?
Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side.
What was the name of that group? I forgot.
Musical Youth.
There you go. That was a very long time, dude. You put that from the crates. Never know what the DA is going to say as part of shops. But don't use drugs as always. Listen, we're going to get out of here. Like I said, we're going to be continuing this whole week. We want to see how it works, putting some content out once a week. It won't be live, except for Thursdays, of course, our live Thursday show. So, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren, your host and moderator, for Daryl D. Warren, for Dan K, the hockey dude, for the DA, Dorian Albritton, and then for the rest of the crew. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers Podcast. Y'all be good, be blessed. Hey, man, we'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Hold on. I can't find my... Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.